Okay, this is how you do this. So it's saying we need to solve this, and so what we're trying to figure out is how to get this to equal to 0. So for this one right here, this is pretty easy because it's -3 and it's just y without anything, so you just need to have a +3 because a +3 minus a -3 equals 0. So this one is y equals 3. And then for this one, you need to have, so it's 2y plus 5 equals 0, so subtract 5, and then that gets you 2y equals -5 plus, yeah, just -5, and then you divide 2, and then you can't do anything, so it's just -5/2. So that's the answer for that one. And then for the second one, what we are doing is we're trying to figure out what a's need to be to get this equation to be 0. So by factoring it out, you can get 3 out of both of these numbers, so 3a and then 5a minus 1 equals 0. So for the -3a, that one's just easy. A equals 0. And then for the 15, it's gonna be 1/5, because if you look at this, that's just how it's gonna be, because it's 5 and -1, and so yeah. And then for this second one, what we need to do is it says solve. So in Mr. Olson's video, he did a different problem than this, and that problem was x to -9 x plus 12 equals 0. So what you need to do is it's x to -9x, and then put the 0 right here, and then equals -12. And then for that, you need to figure out what you can put in. So this 9 needs to this 9 and this x to the power of 2 could get you -9/2, and that can get you to be able to make this right, 81/4, and that's a plus, and then so you put that on the other side too, 81/4, and then if you do that math, it's just x minus 9 to the power of 2 equals 33/4, and then x minus 9 to the power, or 9 divided by 2 equals, and because this is to the 2, you need a square root, so you get 33 4, so square root, and so then next you do x equals 9/2 plus or minus 33/2, and so that's the answer, plus or minus. And then for this next one, You are trying to get, it says the formula for volume of a cone is given, solve for r, the radius of a cone. And so what you need to do, to get away from 1/3, you can multiply both of these by 3, so we get 3v equals pi r h over height. And then if you want to get rid of 1 pi and the height, you can do pi height, you can divide these by pi and height, and then what you need to do is, since this is left with r square, whoops, I forgot to write r square up there. Since this is left with r square, it's 3v over pi height equals r square. So you need to do that to both of them. You need to put them square root. So then r equals 3v pi and height. And then for these last two problems, it says factor this expression over the complex numbers. Express your answer in the product of binomials. So what we need to do is we can turn this into y squared plus 13y plus 36. And the factors of 36 that we could get to 13, so 36 and 1, that doesn't work. 18 2, that doesn't work. 12 and 3, that doesn't work. And then there's 9 and 4, and that works because you can get to 13 from that. So x squared plus 4, x squared plus 9, because 4 and 9 equals 13. And then we need to get away from this x to the power of 2, so we can turn this into x plus 2i, x minus 2i, and then x plus 3i, and then x minus 3i, and that's how you do that one. And then this last equation, it's pretty easy. You just need to, like it says, factor the expression. So 81 can turn into 9, and then since there's m, and then there will be 2 of these since it says 81 m to the power of 2. So, and then 64 can turn into 64 can turn into 8, so it would be 8i, and then this needs to be negative 8i, and then yeah, that's your answer.